Okay, so here's a little freehand of what I think is going to happen. So if we say that we take that blue tape, and that's essentially where the top is going to be, or so. This is the difference. So we'll have a handle that's about the same height as the new short handle, but we'll have the forward throw very similar to what the original Ergo is. So maybe the shortness and the extended throw will make the difference. So let's see what happens when we try and do some threads. What I'll probably do as I shake the cutting oil is make this into a couple segments. I've got the Ergo handle locked in, oiled up die, ready to give this a try. And I'll probably get this started, cut away, get it down to here, and then bring you back in the video, because essentially recutting this is a little bit of a waste of time, as well as something you've already seen. So be back in a bit. So I will cover getting it started. Okay, so that feels good. It just feels so tight in terms of getting it started. All right, here goes. Give it a couple of, boy, that just doesn't feel right. I think it's going to get very interesting. Pull chips back out when we get a lot closer to the powder coating. And I'm going to cut here because this is going to be kind of boring, and I'll bring you back when we get closer to the powder coating. Okay, so after about maybe 10 minutes, I'm now at the base of, so the real cutting starts, and I think the real work will also start to kick in, because since those threads were already cut, I'm going to have a lot more resistance, and I can feel it already, the difference. So it's definitely a two-handed motion with holding on to the actual handle. It's funny because I was thinking about taking the handle off, and what you can't see is I've got my left hand on the handle, the base of the handle, and I'm using that as like a counterweight. So I'm pushing to my right as I'm cutting, so that I've got something to lean against. It is cutting, but it is tight, and I think you can see the black chips from the powder coat down at the base here. And I'm doing this in much smaller sections. It's more like half turn, half cut, and then backing chips out, simply because getting a lot of resistance as I'm cutting brand new threads versus just rethreading. So you can hear the chips, at least I can. I'm guessing you'll be able to hear some of them. So I will attempt, I mean, you can see all of the powder coating that's coming off as I'm cutting in here and making my mess. But it does look like it's working, and I may be halfway there. So I'll cut the video because you don't need to see more of the same. I'm about halfway there. Dye is warm to the touch. I'm past the initial threads, cutting into well into the powder coating, about another inch to go. Slow, very slow. Okay. To say that was a workout is an understatement. So I previously said I was probably going to leave this on, cut this, and then re-thread the end. I'm probably not going to do that. I'm tired. So I think I'm going to, now that this is nice and smooth, I think I'm going to take this off, check my threads, make sure I'm at the line I thought I was going to be at. Yeah, still a little too tight to do that by hand, so let me break here, take that off, and get back to you. But okay, done. I'm sure it'll feed into the lock and load, but that is done for now. Worry about cutting later.